Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Kenny Falls returns to the Keswick Tavern at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick this Saturday, May 17th. Kenny will be playing from 8 to 11 p.m. No cover charge. It'll be a great time while listening to some fantastic music, all while having some drinks with your friends. It's this Saturday, May 17th from 8 to 11, Kenny Falls live at the Keswick Tavern, and there's no cover charge. 2 years ago was the last time you heard me on the radio. That is about to change. Oh, it is that time of the morning. Whoa,
I'm trying to
going
decide
backwards.
I don't know.
Going backwards with the hat.
I don't.
Yo, Neil, what up, dog? Yeah, do that. Hey.
That is the worst looking thing. Hey.
Hey, yo. Maybe tip it to the side a little bit. Just no. I mean, put it down. Pull it down. There. Yeah. Now we're talking.
How you doing?
Now we're talking. Hey, it's Steve and Neil on Just Another Morning Show. We were just chit-chatting. We were just kind of going about life, and we realized it was 7 o'clock.
I was too worried about my muffin top. I made muffin tops, not my muffin top. I've got a pretty good-sized muffin top lately.
Is that what your belly is called?
I think
a muffin top?
I think that's what the ladies call theirs.
I've never heard
really?
that. Yeah.
I'll start pointing them out to you, buddy.
Muffin top, oh, muffin top. Yeah, it's a Friday.
It is.
May 16th.
TGA.
Officially into the second half of May. And I was telling you before we get into things, I was telling you, so I get up every morning. First thing I do is, if the dogs get out of bed, I take the little dogs out for a bathroom break. Generally, they're ready to go to the bathroom. So Stella and I, Hank stayed in bed.
That's funny.
Blind Stella wandered downstairs, and we went outside to go to the bathroom, and we were kind of going through the backyard, and all of a sudden I see a flash go by. I just kind of thought it was like a deer that was running by in the backyard, and then another flash, and I looked a little bit closer, and it was 2 coyotes were running through my backyard. I mean, my backyard kind of goes back
goes
a
in
little
the timber.
ways. Yeah, back to a timberish area. So it's not like the most incredible thing ever.
It's not like seeing a black bear.
Yeah. But I can say that we've lived in this house, I don't know, 11 years now, something like that. And I've never seen coyotes in the backyard. I've seen one in the park late at night. And I had a neighbor tell us that we had coyotes in our front yard one morning, really early. And that was several years ago. But yeah, had 2 coyotes playing chase in our backyard this morning.
And like I mentioned to you, that's not such a good thing with...
No.
You said small dogs and cats, and I'm like, man, they love cats. I mean, I hate that out in the country. When you'd have one of those cats that like to wander for maybe a day or two at a time. Yeah. And after a week, you're like, huh. Wonder what happened. Coyotes have been quiet.
Vicious end to a kitty.
So no, you need to nip that in the bud.
Have to carry my BB gun with me.
There you go. Just let's go back to like the 70s and 80s and put gun racks in our back windows.
There you go.
Put the shotguns right in the back window. People would not, younger generation would think,
Yeah.
what are those guys doing? And it was common.
It was.
I mean, I bet your grandpa did it.
I mean, high schoolers did it.
Oh,
They would
yeah.
drive to school
no
with the
big deal.
gun rack in the back of their
Yeah.
truck. It was just the way it was.
Yep.
People had more common sense back then.
Yeah, they knew how to road hunt.
Yep. Anyway, so yeah, kind of an interesting start
That's
to the day.
Still a little bit unsettling. I'm sorry that you have coyotes.
Neil is unsettled,
I
and we're
am.
not, we don't live too terribly far away from each other.
Well,
so
that's just it.
and they were heading west to east. So I mean, maybe they ended up in your backyard. I don't know.
Oh, I'll take them suckers down.
To Chinatown, Coyote Town.
Coyote Town.
Hey, we do thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. Make sure you stop in and do your grocery shopping at Brothers Market. Savings are made simple online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, you can earn rewards, find out the deal of the week, shopping deals, and of course get that app. It's a smart way to shop at Brothers Market. Just a variety of ways to save money, get information, and get your groceries.
I'll tell you, if you have the app or don't have the app, get it. Get on there, look around, figure out how to use the app, because there's a lot of deals on there that I've had it for how long, and I'm still figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
Like you can clip coupons.
Yeah.
And then if you forget that you clipped that coupon, but you're ringing something up, and they're like, oh, you got $3 off that because you had the coupon. What? I don't have no stinking coupons.
You talking coupons?
I miss those days.
Coupons. All the coupons that used to come in the Sunday paper.
It was actually, and it was part of your daily routine. You look through them real quick. Thank you, brothers.
Thanks to Brothers. Hopefully lots of people went over to the grilling yesterday to take advantage of that. Osky Dental sponsors our studios. Get old Toothy.
Hey.
Hey, Toothy. What's up?
Well, it's Friday. I like to make a presence on Friday. Because I know later on you guys are going to be downstairs at Barnwire, and I like them ladies. Some of them ladies, they got them perfect teeth. I think they're called dentures. I love them. Nothing can go wrong with them things.
Toothy.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Playing, man.
Toothy, you're going to get us in trouble.
What? If I had... I don't know. I take most of my love advice from Toothy, so maybe I should be careful. Don't look for the ones with dentures. Osky Dental, proudly sponsoring us, and we are so proud that they do. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Schuster, always accepting new patients. They'll file all your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider, or as Toothy would say, come over here and say it again, Delta Dental provider. I like it when you say that. Thank you. Located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Take it away, buddy. 641-673-4845. How do you get so high? Well, I can't talk about that on live show. Okay.
It's the stuff that the dentist gives you, right? Dude.
Laughing gas.
Yeah, laughing gas. Hey, Neil.
That's why he sounds the way he does. Yes.
Neil.
Yeah.
Slip your
your-
jogging shoes on. Get over there. Get over to the weather lab.
Garden Gate, bringing you today's first look at your forecast. What?
All right, hey, hang
What?
on.
What?
I totally forgot
There's
that
no.
we did. I know
Let's do it.
we made this special.
because I want to be able to see our reactions.
We made a special weather sounder yesterday because we were talking when Rick Landgrebe was in here yesterday. We were talking about Frankie, the weather guy that's on like YouTube and does YouTube videos. So we did a special weather sounder. So we're going to use this for when there's like,
Severe weather.
tornado watches or there's some sort of warning.
Yes.
So this is what that's going to sound like. We get a second round of it.
He doesn't give up.
We have to make sure that people know.
Right. All directions.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds like it's turning around in a circle.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
So
it is.
we don't want anybody to freak out right now where there's
no.
no bad weather in the forecast, but that will be the special
Yes.
weather sound.
If you hear that on Steve Shuttler Media, that means
Death is near.
yeah, end of the world times, baby. Otherwise, right now, today, not a big deal. Isolated showers. Oh, isolated showers between 11 and 1. This is my first time reading the forecast as normal. Huh. Really?
Just a 20%
20% chance of rain midday today. Otherwise, 80 for a high under sunshine. Isolated showers this evening, mostly cloudy, 49. Mostly sunny tomorrow, 71. Breezy, though. Yesterday was breezy. I will give you that. And this afternoon's going to be even breezy. And I think today's going to be breezier. It is. This afternoon, 25 to 30 mile per hour winds, gusting to 45. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a gust.
It is.
Sunny skies on your Sunday and high of 74. Honestly, though, the wind is about the only thing to worry about. This weekend looks gorgeous. I mean, fabulous. I mean, drop dead, kiss your mama, spank your daddy. Go.
Good night, nurse.
Good night, nurse.
Hello.
Thank you.
Good morning and good night, nurse. It was windy yesterday.
Was.
Man, I tell you what, I drove down to Ottumwa for the weekly pet and kind of out in some open areas. There were some people, some guys doing some highway work, and like they were just kind of out there in the open. It was like you could tell they were kind of losing their balance,
like
at
standing
times,
towards the wind.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
It was too windy. We don't need that.
No, but you know, when do we get a perfect day? Those perfect days are rare. You just have to enjoy them.
I'll tell you when we'll have a perfect day. It depends on how I wake up.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, we've got a bunch of stuff to get to today.
yeah, get on her. Get on her, redneck.
This or That, sponsored by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. I know what a smartwatch is. I've never seen a smart ring.
Oh, I've heard of these. Yeah. Oh,
Look at that.
so
They're like
actually,
space
I
age.
have heard of them, but maybe there's more people wearing them than we even realize.
Secret.
See, I would rather have the smart ring over a watch because I don't really do the watch thing.
That would look at this thing. I don't know if I've ever seen one in person.
Well, it looks like all the things are on the inside of
Yeah.
it. So do you have to take it off to...
I don't know.
That's odd.
Smart ring.
Unless you just hold your... Oh, that'd be neat. Every time you'll see people talking to their hands now.
Oh.
Like, oh, look at that. He's got the crazies.
Or they just put their hand up towards their face and they're like whispering
Like
into it.
FBI. He's in the building. Shooter on the roof.
Roger that. That's our This or That. Goes up each weekday at
I'd go
6
for ring.
a.m. You're going with the ring,
I
huh?
think if I had
I'll
to-
go watch.
No.
I'm old-fashioned. And the smart watch is too much for me, too. So,
Oh, yeah.
my wife has a watch that's smart.
Oh, yeah? I used to have a smartwatch. It had the calculator right on it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
I used to have
those?
an Iron Man
Oh,
watch.
I loved those. When you got one of those, you felt like you were cool.
That was cool. Question of the day goes up at noon each weekday. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. When's the last time you pulled an all-nighter? Not in bed until sunrise. So, like, you were out partying. You were up studying. I know that was you.
What?
Studying. Up all night
Oh,
studying.
my gosh. I spent so many nights studying all night long.
Getting ready for that big test. Or
Yes.
maybe just out all night glugging away. Glug, glug, glug.
Probably.
Glugging.
And macking. Is that what...
Mac Daddy?
Mac Daddy.
Mac
I
and
was
cheese?
Macking.
I can only remember really twice.
Like, you mean ever?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Twice.
Oh, buddy.
I need my sleep. I have always needed my sleep. I'm a prude, man. I'm a
No,
prude.
you're not a prude. No.
No. Why would you want to stay up all night? I mean, like I said, there was one time when I was first year in radio, probably. Let's maybe bring us back up on the screen. First year in radio, I was working in Fairfield at the radio station that's on the square in Fairfield. And it was basically an apartment that was remade into a radio studios.
Yep.
And I worked the Sunday morning shift.
Oh, yeah. I had to take over that.
Which started, I don't know, 6?
At least 6, yeah.
5, maybe.
5 even.
And I rolled into bed maybe around 5 that morning. Slept for about 15 minutes at home.
Oh.
Took my alarm clock with me to work. Because thankfully, Sunday mornings at that radio station at that time were basically like church programs.
Yeah. An hour at a time.
Yeah, or a half hour, and they came on cassette.
Yep.
So So I took my alarm clock with me, laid down on the floor, turned the alarm clock on, set it for like 29 minutes, would sleep up until a minute before the program were to end. And then I'd be there just in time to like change it to the next.
Sure.
Read the weather and then put the next program on. So
you were already doing that before I was then.
Okay, yeah,
that's pretty much how I survived in radio. At Fairfield, remember in the back, I would say break room of some sort. It was the kitchenette or whatever. There was a couch in there. I would go back there because it was dark and cool, and I would take an alarm clock back there.
All right. You were smarter than me. You took it to the next level.
Oh, yeah. I was in comfort. And then after my 2 hours of napping, I'd wake up, lock the door behind me, but I'd leave the station with the cassette playing and walk down to the convenience store, get some breakfast, hoping that everything's okay. Come back and...
Yeah, I was never comfortable enough to actually leave the room.
Just be like, it'll be there when I get back. And, yep.
There's one time our mutual friend Michael and I did an all-nighter.
Yeah?
I think we were down in Burlington, drove home as the sun was rising.
I can remember quite a few all-nighters. Ugh.
Yeah. Those were
stupid.
mine too. So, anyway, that's the question.
But see, I don't know the last time.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long time. I couldn't handle that.
I bet you there's more people our age that have done it more than we have in recent years with like your after proms.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that. Luckily, I've never been asked to help with that because that would kill.
That's coming. Mm-hmm. It's coming. Let's take a look at our tournament. For the fun of it, it's brought to us by Savage Energy on the north side of the square in Sigourney. Of course, they offer those good stuff, is what I was going to say. Energy teas, protein shakes, all kinds of goodies to get you going on a Friday morning. Savage Energy, our sponsor. Frosted Flakes and Fruit Loops. This is a major league matchup right here.
Frosted
At least
Flakes.
In my eyes, this is a big one.
Yeah, it is, I'm sure, but I want Frosted Flakes.
If I had to pick, I'm going Frosted Flakes.
Over the Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
I assumed you would go Fruit Loops.
No, I mean, my two go-tos are Captain Crunch and Frosted Flakes.
My buddy Fun Bobby, he'll go Fruit Loops because he is sort of fruity.
And loopy?
More fruit. There you go, buddy.
Thumbs up for Frosted Flakes, heart for Fruit Loops. Look for that post. It went up last night at 6. Last I checked, this was close. Frosted Flakes had a slight lead when I checked this morning.
Really?
But not by much. So, Tony the Tiger against Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam.
We'll see who moves on to the Final Four.
Dude's got the most colorful beak.
It is.
I love it.
It is. So
Cheerios won.
Cheerios won, controversial
there you go.
fashion.
It's good. I'm surprised that it beat out Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Controversy surrounds that matchup. This will be talked about for years.
Yep.
In
Cinnamon
the annals,
Toast Crunch should have been there.
In the annals of For the Fun of It tournament history.
What did Rick say yesterday he thought was going to be in the
Cheerios
champion?
And Frosted Mini Wheats.
Okay.
I think is what he said.
Okay. I hope it wasn't. Yeah, I hope it wasn't Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I think he said he wouldn't be surprised if Cinnamon Toast Crunch won, but Cheerios did win. So Cheerios, went according to my research, is the top selling cereal
Well, I'm pretty sure our insider even let us know that Cheerios was number one on the shelves.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So that's what's shaking there.
Frosted
Okay.
Flakes.
Coming up tonight, we have a special edition of Tuesday Night Tune-Up. It's a Friday night tune-up. And it's not going to be at Pizza Ranch in Oskaloosa. We're doing it from an undisclosed location known as Safe Graphics Fancy Garage.
I don't know if it's undisclosed when you say where it's at.
I know.
Huh.
Shut up.
He's going to know. Oh, I bet you he's going to have security.
I can only imagine the security,
Oh, yeah.
the snacks.
The snacks. He better have snacks for you. I can't make it,
Yeah, you can't be there.
but
so.
he better have snacks.
Yep. So we're going to have Chris Meninga, who's a character all by himself.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess some other people from Redneck Rally.
Oh, cool.
Dirt Dog Promotions. So check that out. That'll be tonight. A special Friday night edition of the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. So we didn't have it this past Tuesday, so we'll have it Friday night. And then we'll be back on schedule for next week on Tuesday night.
Yeah, so all our fans at Pizza Ranch, we'll be back. Just wait for us.
Yes. I did invite Marla to the
did?
show tonight, although she can't make it tonight, so don't blame her.
Wow.
What else is going on? Yeah, I told her, man, come on out, bring a pizza.
That's why you
That was the main thing.
bring
bring a pizza
a
with
cheese
you.
pizza and a dessert pizza.
Yeah. So much stuff to get to.
Do
I'm not sure. Yeah, let's hold off on some of this. We'll come back to it. So our schedule for today, as far as guests, we're gonna have a pre-recorded interview that I did here a few days ago with Central Empire Wrestling's Austin Bayless, as Austin has a pro wrestling show coming up tomorrow night at the Penn Central Mall in Oskaloosa, where I'm doing the ring announcing. We're going to get to that here very shortly. Coming up during the 8 o'clock hour, Adam Whitehead. You know him from the Iowa country music scene. He's going to be live in studio.
I think he has dark hair, actually, doesn't he?
What's that?
Doesn't he have dark hair?
I mean, he's a redhead. Kind of a dark redheaded guy.
Okay, so it's not really white.
He's a Adam Redhead.
There you go.
So Adam will be hanging out with us talking about a new venture that he is going on. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into some stuff like on this date in history. May 16th. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. On this date in history, 1866, Congress authorized the nickel.
Oh.
Up until that point, they didn't have a nickel. Nickel 5-cent piece.
I'm glad that they did that.
So that was 1866. Same exact date. Maybe you could use a bunch of nickels. I mean, 1866, it probably didn't cost that much. Root beer was invented
It probably wasn't even a nickel.
by Charles Elmer Hires.
Okay. Do you say root beer or root beer?
Root.
Root?
Rut?
Rut, not rut. Root.
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 I've
take a root
been
beer.
called out this week.
Okay.
Apparently, I say it the way my dad did. Root beer.
Root beer.
Root beer.
Root.
I'm not saying root. Like a tree root.
Trying to think how I say it.
I know.
Just
See, root beer. It's
Root
not,
beer.
It's not
Root.
rut or root. It's like a
Root.
root. It's like
root.
yeah, root.
Root. Root beer.
Root. Now you're gonna think about it every time.
I want a root beer, please.
See, and I'm thinking that's how
a
I'm gonna have-
Rudy Toot Toot.
Yeah, root beer.
Root beer. Root.
Golly gee, gosh darn it.
Root. Root.
Root.
Root beer.
Root.
On this date in 1891, well, get your root beer and drink it while you're eating your Spam.
Yeah.
Hormel introducing the world to Spam back in 1891 on this date.
Darn tootin'.
What is Spam? It's just all the other stuff.
No, it's quality meat. Compressed into a can to make easy for carrying.
Sure.
Slice it up and fry it up. Man, that's pretty good with an egg.
I don't mind. I haven't had Spam.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the last time I've had it.
Probably the last time I had an all-nighter was the last time I had Spam. But 1891 for Spam. On this date in 1921, the Oscars were presented for the very first time.
You don't say out there.
1929 for the Oscars. And then 1971, postage went from, expensive.
Yeah.
It was getting pricey, 6 cents to 8 cents.
Well, I miss those days.
1971 for postage stamps, 8 cents. The good old days.
Yes.
Today, on the National Day calendar, and help me out if you got any good ones over there.
you
It's
bet I'm
National Mimosa Day.
Mimosa.
What is a mimosa?
Isn't it mimosa
Is it like
orange juice and champagne?
I
think.
knew it was orange juice something, but
I believe that's what it is. There's so many, I don't even know which ones to look up, so I'll look up the weird ones.
All right, National Sea Monkey Day. What's a sea monkey?
Wasn't the sea monkeys the thing you could buy?
Oh, yeah.
The backs of, back of cereal boxes or in little corner ads of magazines? I don't know.
And then I have National Piercing Day. You got any?
Not anymore. I mean, I used to have.
Oh, yeah.
I have one that's still open, but I had 2 earrings in my left ear. The correct one. Not the right one. The left correct ear.
Stop it.
I had 2 hoops in there back in the day. One of the holes is still open, but
Okay.
okay. I was wanting to see. Jeez. Okay.
Jeez Louise.
National Jewel Day. I wonder how many of these are for real. Girl Scout Week. It's National Earmuff Day.
To put over your piercing.
Uh-huh. World Kidney Day. Are these all for today? Dolphin Awareness Day? Open an Umbrella Day? Decorating Day? What? I think they're making stuff up now. I don't think these can all be real. Can they? I don't know. I really, really need to know is this. What is a sea monkey?
Well, Amber in the comments says tiny shrimp.
A type of brine shrimp, specifically the Artemia salina species that are marketed as pets and sold in hatching kits. You know, Amber, you're much quicker on the Google than I am.
She just knows these things.
Apparently.
She is Google.
Yeah, so they were real. They were just baby shrimp that you could buy. My mom wouldn't let me ever get the sea monkeys.
Mama.
Yeah, she wouldn't. She said it was evil.
Evil shrimp. Get some root beer.
Huh.
All right, so those
that stinks.
Those are your national days
I'm going to get some now that I'm an adult.
on the National Day calendar. Let's take a little quick break. We're going to come back. We'll have that interview with Austin Bayless talking about Central Empire Wrestling after this.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Osky Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Osky Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Osky Dental. Hey, we're here on Steve Shetler Media, and we do welcome in Mr. Austin Bayless at this time to talk about some wrestling. We've got a big show coming up, Mall Madness 3 at the Penn Central Mall in Oskaloosa on the way. But Austin, how you doing today?
Good, Steve. Hey, thanks for having me. I've been in wrestling now for 20 years, and it's a beautiful thing to sit across here and see you. Early in my career, you were the voice that brought me to the ring. So
that is crazy that you have been involved in this for 20 years. That makes me feel really old because you were just a kid.
I'm still just a kid.
So am I.
Yeah, don't let the gray beard fool you.
I'm still a kid as well. Yeah, I can remember. All right, so now that we're going down memory lane here, I mean, you and I made some road trips way back when. We went to some shows over in like Davenport, Muscatine? somewhere?
Jerry
All right.
Lynn, and some IWA Mid-South. And
I remember Abyss being at the show
Yep.
we were at. So, yeah, we made some road trips way back when. Yeah, I was hanging around as ring announcer at the time that you broke into the business. And now here we are. I'm just kind of the old veteran that occasionally pops into a show. And you and I are actually going to be teaming up for a show. This Mall Madness show coming up on Saturday, May 17th at Penn Central Mall in Oskaloosa. So I'll be doing some ring announcing for you. I haven't done the ring announcing. I don't know. It's been a couple of years at least since I've done some ring announcing. But tell us about this show. I'm going to bring the graphic up on the screen, and I'll let you go into hype mode.
yeah, so I think just for old time's sake, you need to announce me to the ring, Steve, and it can be kind of a fun little time. But no, Oskaloosa has been home to Central Empire Wrestling since 2007. We started out the Mahaska County YMCA, we went over to Nelson Pioneer Farm, and now we've grown to the mall, the center court in the mall. Big potential, big opportunity for Central Empire Wrestling. We're building the Mall Madness brand. Our next event there is May 17th. We're going to have a good time. 5 big matches: CW Heavyweight Championship match, a lumberjack match. So for those of you that don't know, there'll be a match going on inside the ring, and then on the outside there'll be a whole bunch of guys trying to keep the action fair and square. We've got a fantastic champion in Jared Thumb. We've got a fantastic prick in Rory Fox. So if you feel what I'm throwing down, we've got a good guy, we've got a bad guy, and we're going to have a whole bunch of people around the ring making sure that we have a fantastic championship match. We've got tag team titles on the line. Donnie Pepper Cricket and the Iceman defending against Oskaloosa's Brian Gott and Jay Fowler, 2 guys that I trained early in 2007, 2008 timeframe. Jay Fowler's he's traveling everywhere. He's getting ready to go over to Japan.
Oh, wow.
So really a neat opportunity to see him in Oskaloosa, a rare opportunity to see him in Oskaloosa. We've got a women's match returning to Oskaloosa, first time in several years that Oskaloosa's had women's wrestling. We've got Kelsey Magnolia, fresh off of her journey to Japan, coming back to take on Sage Hale. Both of them have appeared at Bridge City Slam before. And very excited to have women's wrestling back in Central Empire Wrestling. That's exciting for us. That's exciting for the fans. So you don't want to miss that. We've got Jimmy Wild, Mason Grayskull, Damian Saint, Rich Maxwell, 5 big matches. Steve Shetler is going to be there. Bringing everybody.
I don't know if I'm much of a draw, but, we're going to have fun with it.
So you're going to be the lumberjack, right?
Sure, yeah. That's one thing I haven't done in wrestling. I have done over the years ring announcing. I have wrestled a match. And done some guest refereeing at times. But, yeah, I've never been a lumberjack. So
there you go. Central Empire Wrestling, May 17th. Check it out. Steve's going to be ringside, maybe announcing, maybe being a lumberjack, maybe filling in for a title match. Who knows? But here's the thing. You can see that for $20.
That's a heck of a deal.
Every seat in the mall is a good seat. $20 gets you in. $30 to sit in the front row. Then you're close enough to push Steve in the ring or throw him in the ring. But no, it's going to be a good time. Central Empire Wrestling has a great bang for its buck. $20 general admission tickets. This is an all ages show, family friendly. The mall's a very welcoming environment. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time at 7. We've got 5 matches. We'll do 3, then we'll have a little intermission that gives you an opportunity to meet and greet your favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the action with a couple of matches, and then we'll roll out about 9 o'clock. A nice, fast-paced wrestling show, easy environment, handicap accessible, easy to get in, easy to get out of, parking-wise. We always have a good time at the mall. They've been a great venue for us, and we can't wait for May 17th.
Yeah, and if you've never been to a wrestling show, this is... I can remember the very first time ever that I went to a wrestling show. I was a kid. They had matches out at the Expo here in Sigourney, and you get up close and personal. It's not like, maybe you've been to like a WWE show, but you're far away from the ring. It's a cool atmosphere, but nothing beats like a small town show like this, where you generally get like a few hundred people in attendance. So it's like your friends are there having a good time. You're up close to the ring. You can see and hear things differently than when you're at a huge like Wells Fargo Arena show. So it's just, indie wrestling is a very cool experience if you've never been to it.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. It's for me, it's an escape from reality for 2 hours. You get to forget about the outside world. You come into the mall, you come into the Central Empire Wrestling Arena, and you can just have fun.
Yeah.
You can cheer for your favorites, you can boo the villains, and they might yell at you back.
Yeah.
But that's all part of it, man. The interaction is fantastic, and that's what we live for. So come out, have a good time. Don't be afraid to interact. I know we won't be. So. It's all good. I can't wait to see you guys, whether it's May 17th. We've got a big show coming up at the Bridgeview Center later on in September.
Yes.
It's kind of our marquee event of the year. We'll talk about that at another time, but I can tell you this. We always look forward to performing and entertaining for our fans, and we can't wait to see everybody May 17th.
And, of course, Central Empire Wrestling is the promotion that you're the head of, Austin, and people can also find you, of course, on Facebook. Are you active anywhere else on social media? Do you have a website, anything like that?
Yeah, so the easiest way to get tickets to our events, centralempirewrestling.com. Right now there's 2 links. It's right on the front page. You'll see posters for our Mall Madness show. You'll see a poster for our Bridge City Slam event. If you'd like tickets to one or both, hopefully you'd like to come check us out twice. Yeah. But click on the link. It's very easy. You can check out our roster page, check out our upcoming events page. We're on Instagram, Central Empire Wrestling. We're on X, at CEW Live. And then, of course, I do a lot of Facebook. So Austin Bayless on Facebook, Central Empire Wrestling on Facebook. We're a mom and pop, if you will. So we've got a small little team of people that work on the social media and try to keep things up to date. But we have a good time. And it's changed so much in 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't have to say MySpace anymore.
Exactly.
But the technology is wild.
So we've got a few more minutes here. Let's take a little deeper dive in. All right, so you've been in this business, pro wrestling, for 20 years now. What made you want to get into pro wrestling to begin with?
Well, so I'm from Wellman, Iowa. Had a bunch of buddies from Kyoto, and one of my buddies, and I was watching wrestling before this, but one of my buddies said, "Hey, I saw a poster for a wrestling show hanging up at the Harper grain elevator." And for the locals, they know Harper's a small town, and not a lot of people probably going in and out of it, or to spend the time and the effort to go hang a poster there. That's a big thing. So I believe in postering and advertising in these small communities, because you hang a poster at the grocery store, everybody sees it.
Yeah.
And so my buddy said, "We got to go check this out." Okay, where's the show? It's in Delta. Never heard of it. So we go to this small town. It's a small venue. The windows were broken. The ceiling was falling down. Yeah. The roads were all dirt, and it was magic. It was mad. You just fall in love with it, right? Yep. I mean, it's you're a big wrestling fan, so the light at the end of the tunnel is wrestling, but you see all this around you, and you're feeling it, and you're getting the vibe. You could hear the music then, you could hear the sounds, and then you get in there, and this place is packed, and the wrestling is good, and the crowd and the atmosphere is fantastic. It was so easy to fall in love with, because just, it's not your stereotypical perfect Madison Square Garden WWE big production. It's just very small. It's very rural. You've got the baseball team to your right. You've got the principal to your front. The whole community's coming out and having a good time.
Yeah.
And that's pretty easy to fall in love with as a small town kid. So love wrestling, fell in love with it here locally, and really took a liking for some reason to being in the ring, the painful stuff.
Yeah.
And so I got my kick with that for a handful of years, really enjoyed that, but I really enjoyed promoting. I really enjoyed the business, the behind the scenes of it. So to be involved business-wise for a couple of decades, that's a really wild thing. I do wrestle occasionally, very seldom. It's always fun to hear people chant your name and to get that little rush of adrenaline. But man, I love the consistent adrenaline rush of promoting and seeing those people that they get really mad, they get really angry.
Oh yeah,
and then they get really happy. And wrestling has taken me to places I never thought I'd go to. We had fans that were so passionate about our product. When they passed away, they had it in their will that the wrestlers be their pallbearers.
Oh, wow.
I was the last person to speak at a fan's funeral. That's pretty powerful stuff. And so we made a difference, hopefully, in a lot of people's lives, and I know they made a difference in ours. So yeah. No, thanks for being with me at the beginning of the journey, and here we are today.
Who'da thunk?
Who'da thunk? Nope, it's all good. So
yeah, you've done everything from the wrestling to now the promoting. You've also have other stuff going on. Like you have an actual cage that like you rent out to other promotions, and you do other business type stuff in the wrestling world. So
yeah, so
cool.
One of the things that being a wrestler, you're constantly in this hustle to solicit yourself, and then so you try to reach out to the promoters to get booked and to increase awareness of your brand. As a promoter, it's tough because I like to have 5-match shows, tight shows. I find people that I like, that I'm happy with, and then you keep them. So the rentals have really allowed me to kind of humanize myself and just be a regular Joe. You get to go out to these events, be around wrestling, which is great, but then you can just have a normal conversation with people, and that's where a lot of my relationships have flourished recently. Have a drink with somebody, find out that, hey, he's a good dude. He just may not have space on his shows for me, and then you find out they're a good dude too. They're just trying to get their name out there, and now all of a sudden a lot of them are showing up on my shows. So I'm really enjoying the rentals. We've got a couple of rings. We've got a couple of cages. This weekend I'm in Palo, Iowa. The next weekend I'll be in Oskaloosa at the mall. The next weekend I'll be in Mason City. The last weekend of May I'll be in Wisconsin Dells. First weekend in June I'll be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The next weekend I'll be in Omaha, Nebraska. Third weekend of June I'm in Rochester. Last weekend in June I'm in Des Moines. First weekend in July I'm in Clinton, and then I think I've got a break. So it's good. Wrestling's been great to me. That's what I always hoped for, and so now I'm living the dream.
Awesome. Well, once again, we hope to see our viewers at Mall Madness 3. It comes up on Saturday, May 17th. It's at 7 p.m. bell time. Penn Central Mall in Oskaloosa. Again, tickets start at just $20. And we're going to have championship matches. We're going to have ladies matches. So I'll be there ring announcing. So that should be a fun time. Get out to the matches and take in some Central Empire Wrestling coming up on Saturday, May 17th. Anything else you want to add before we get out of here, Austin?
No, thanks for your time. Thanks for your support over the last 20 years, Steve, and the fans listening, the community. Washington County, Keokuk County, Mahaska County have been really good to me, so thank you for your support. We can't wait for the next 20 years.
All right, that's Austin Bayless from Central Empire Wrestling. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
Hi, Clint.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint. Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Hey, we do thank our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headliner. Osky Dental sponsors our studios. Thanks to Austin Bayless for giving us that interview for Central Empire Wrestling. Yep, gonna do some ring announcing tomorrow night, Neil.
Wrestle.
Brother. Don't mess with me, because I'm undefeated in pro wrestling. 1-0. I got that win in Delta. I've got that match on tape somewhere.
I love how much crap you give me about Delta. And then when it comes to the
my
1-0,
claim to fame.
Right?
I won at the Delta Dome.
The Delta Dome.
Which is what we called it back when we had wrestling in Delta. So that was good times, good time. But yeah, I'll be ring announcing. I think I'll be singing the national anthem tomorrow night, too.
Are you nervous to sing the national anthem? No. I mean, do you know the words?
I always have the words with me.
That's true.
I mean, it's a song that you know, that when there's no pressure, that probably most people can sing it and rattle it off.
I don't know if I could.
But when you get in front of people and the spotlight's on...
Right.
My brain tends to clamp up, and I tend to forget words of songs.
Oh, say, can you see how bad I have to pee?
La, 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 la. So, yeah, check that out. We'll be doing some wrestling tomorrow night in Oskaloosa at the Penn Central Mall. 7 o'clock, lumberjack match. I think Austin's going to throw me in there. You know what a lumberjack is? You probably weren't really paying attention to that interview. A lumberjack match is when, like, there are two guys in the ring wrestling their match, but then to make sure that they stay in the ring and no shenanigans happen, all the other wrestlers that are on the card surround the ring at ringside, and then if anybody gets thrown out, then they throw that wrestler back in the ring to keep them fighting.
Oh.
So, yeah. So maybe I'll be at ringside and flex my muscles that I don't have.
Well, hopefully you don't get some big dude.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll throw a chick at you.
Like a baby chicken?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, there are two women wrestling tomorrow night, too. So.
That's what, you'll be like...
So, wrestling. Wrestling tomorrow night at the mall in Osky. Check that out. Let's run through a few things here. We've got the weekly top 20 that came out last night. It's shocking. Pick your jaw off the floor. Anthony Schilling is number one.
I'll tell you what's more shocking is how he called me out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yep, he called me out last night.
Really?
I don't even remember exactly the words, but something about where you at, Neil? Or come and get me.
Neil?
It was a lot of trash talking he was doing. I hear you, Mark. I'm on you. You see somebody?
Hi, welcome to Barn Wired. So Anthony with about 7,000 Facebook points, it looks like. If I'm reading that right. Bubby, always a solid number 2. Any other top 20, he'd be number 1.
Yeah.
But
good
Anthony's
Lord, almost 7,000 points, Anthony.
He's a monster. Somebody named Jennifer Hancock is number 3. No idea who that is.
What? You don't know her?
No.
Hey, Jennifer, who are you?
Yeah. And how did you get to number 3?
Wow.
Because I certainly didn't see much activity. It's weird how Facebook puts out points, divvies out the points. But somehow Jennifer Hancock, whoever she is, thanks for your support, Jennifer. But
and what's up? Who are you?
Dan at number 4, Nancy at 5, Levon at 6, Amber at 6. Good job, Amber. Eli at 8, Curtis, my racing buddy Curtis at 9, Christine Ballard always hanging around that top 10. 11 through 20, James Lacey, Donna Sherry, Alex Peg, Melissa, VJ, Douglas, and Melinda.
I really thought I'd break the top 20.
Well, with your one like? Or
shut up.
One comment? No,
Come
that doesn't get it done, Neil.
I don't want it to ever look like
up, man.
Your favorite. I don't want to look favoritism.
Pick up the pace.
Favorite?
Pick up the pace.
Favorite.
Let's take a look at our Athlete of the Week, brought to us by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. And, hey, Sigourney finally got one on there. Sigourney Boys Track, Jaden Thompson. He can throw the discus and the shot put long distance. And he was voted our Athlete of the Week. So congratulations to Sigourney's Jaden Thompson. Good to have a Sigourney athlete on there. And then Team of the Week, Kelly Stiles State Farm Team of the Week. Not surprising.
Wow.
EBF, girls track team. Congratulations to them. EBF girls. The girls track team actually I don't think had won the Team of the Week this year. So,
cool.
Of course, they'd won it numerous times with like wrestling and basketball and stuff like that. So EBF girls track are Kelly Stiles State Farm Team of the Week. And again, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics Athlete of the Week, Jaden Thompson from Sigourney. What else do we have to get through today? Oh, do want to promote. We did get the image in for the Flavor.
Yeah. See, I didn't want to give too much information.
Yeah, I was wrong. Well, I won't say that we were wrong. I'll say that I was wrong.
So the night before, I might have known she was getting some mint flavoring at the grocery store.
Okay.
So I just didn't want to give out any secrets. Oh. Because I didn't want to be wrong.
Mint is the flavor.
Which is fine by me.
The Steve Shetler Media flavor.
Get a hot fudge sundae made with the mint. Ooh. Oh, yeah, baby. Uh-huh.
So check that out at Walker Drive-Thru here in Sigourney on the west side of town. Yeah. They're another West Sider.
A lot of Westerns.
Steve Shetler Media flavor of the week, mint.
West.
We'll save some of this for a little bit later on. Of course, we do have. We'll be talking with Jared Benson. Actually, we'll do that. Yeah. We got Jared Benson calling in here shortly to promote his Iowa Music Showcase today. So we'll be talking to Jared on the phone for a few minutes, and we'll have Adam Whitehead as our in-studio guest during the 8 o'clock hour here shortly. While we wait for all that stuff to happen, let's do some things you need to know.
I could use some more knowledge in knowing things.
Indeed. The estate of Paul Allen. You know, old Paul.
Yeah, who's that?
PA, as his friends called him. Announced that they're putting up the Portland Trail Blazers for sale. That's an NBA team.
Okay.
Paul must have died, I'm assuming. Nike is out in Portland area. Will they step in and buy the Trail Blazers? I don't know. If you've got somewhere between $3.5 billion and $5 billion, somewhere between that $3.5 to $5 billion mark, if you have that money laying around, this is your opportunity. Opportunity knocks to buy an NBA franchise. Portland Trail Blazers could be up to $5 billion. That's crazy. Let's see here. If you're at the PGA Championship, is that happening this weekend? I don't know.
Probably. It is
it's that time of the year.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're at the PGA Championship, expect to pay some money for a can of beer.
Yeah?
Prices at sporting events and concerts are always outrageous. A 16-ounce can of Bud Light or Michelob Ultra costing you $14.50 at the PGA Championship. Wow. A premium beer of the same size is an extra $1. And then a 19.2-ounce premium beer. What's a premium beer?
I'm not positive. I never went with the premium stuff back in the day.
Cost $18.50 for a can of beer. I mean, that must be like one of those big cans of beer. But still, you're basically paying $20 for a beer.
Wow.
How can anybody afford going to events and buying beer? That always amazed me. Like when I used to have Iowa Hawkeye football tickets, I mean, you'd see people going back and forth to like the beer area,
right?
And coming back with like these big, trays full of beer. It's like, man, you just spend like $150.
Yeah, I mean, how many of them drop hundreds? During the day.
Yeah, and you see people drunk at these games. It's like, whoa, how did you afford this?
Well, maybe they're lightweights.
True. Let's go to Australia. Scientists have discovered the oldest recorded reptile-like footprints.
Sweet.
Near Melbourne, Australia, mate. So they got their old, the tape measure out. It goes back 354 to 358 million years ago to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they really knew. These now suggest that animals evolved the ability to walk on land much earlier than previously thought. But they've got all sorts of stuff here that just irritates me. They don't know how old these footprints are. They're 354 million years. Let's go to Walmart. They are warning that price hikes are coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about time, Walmart.
Yeah, up those prices,
You
baby.
bet.
Love it. Although I have been seeing quite a bit of chatter how egg prices are down for the first time in months, so that's good.
It's because they when we weren't paying attention, they were coming down, and the prices of other stuff was going up.
Sure.
See, it's a racket.
It's a racket. Racketeering.
Yep.
Let's see here. Speaking of billions of dollars, Dick's Sporting Goods. Why would you name your franchise?
I have no idea.
Dick's
I've wondered that for
Goods.
years. Even as a kid, I remember seeing the advertisements and commercials, and you're like, my parents are in the room.
Yeah, can we say that? So Dick's putting up $2.4 billion to buy Foot Locker.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So Dick's is better than Foot Locker?
Evidently. Maybe they'll call it...
I would have guessed that would be the other way around.
Dick's Locker. I don't know. I'm just saying. And they could have... I mean, if they wanted to, they could have put a few more billion in and just bought the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah.
And Foot Locker. I mean, why not just buy them both?
Sure.
And then you could supply the shoes to your team.
Yeah, so they could have the shoes and the team name. They could change it. The Dick Blazers. And
could go so many ways with this right now, but I'm just going to cut it off. How about the pace car for the 2025 Indianapolis 500?
Oh,
when
does
that come up? Memorial Day weekend, I think.
Sure.
Because isn't that where,
think,
like,
yes, it is. Yes.
certain race car drivers try to do the Coca-Cola 600?
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't know
the
if it's called that
Indianapolis-
anymore, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indianapolis 500 the same day.
I don't
Like, there were
remember.
certain drivers that would,
like have to go from one to the next.
try to do both of them in the same day.
I wonder if all those names even stand anymore, because none of them are same sponsorship. So.
Yeah. But anyway, the pace car for the Indy 500 will be, and you're a car guy, maybe you know this more than this. This sounds fancy. It's a 2025 Chevy Corvette ZR1.
It's all right.
I'd
take one, I guess, but I really wouldn't seek out one.
If they gave you one, you wouldn't
Yeah,
refuse it.
but I mean, I really don't. I don't know. Corvettes, I don't know.
But it's going to be driven. The thing is, this is going to be driven by Michael Strahan and leading the 33 car field to the green flag at the Indy 500. The thing is, I don't know how big
that's what
a
I'm
Chevy
wondering.
Corvette is. Michael Strahan's
He's a big
a former
boy.
NFL player, tall,
Yeah.
big. We'll see if he can squeeze into that. He's got that gap in his teeth.
He does have a big old gap.
Big gap in his teeth. Kind of like Kevin McDonald, the weather guy.
Yes.
Warner Brothers.
I saw another one yesterday when he was talking about watching out for storms in Moscow, Russia. And he said Moscow, Russia like 30 times. In the
Moscow, Russia. Moscow, Russia. Tornado warning.
People in Moscow, Russia.
Warner Brothers rename. All right, so
What?
Warner Brothers owns the Max streaming service.
Oh, okay, right.
Which used to be called HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going back to calling it HBO Max this summer.
Oh.
Make up your minds.
Well, yeah.
They have a few decent shows on there.
Do they?
Not a ton. I mean, every once, like they had The Penguin back in the fall. They've got Last of Us. That's kind of the hot show right now, which I'm kind of giving up on. But they have some good shows on there, but not like a ton.
Yeah?
I don't know why they keep flip-flopping.
I've always
on their
been
name.
sort of light-footed around HBO because, again, as a kid, that was taboo.
Oh, yeah.
HBO was no-no.
Especially at night.
Woo! You'd go to your buddy's house in town that had cable, and
Or even if they didn't have cable, you just kind of watched through the little fuzzy parts and stuff and just...
Yeah. It wasn't like it was that well blocked. I mean, and boys will be boys. And them girls.
Anyway, HBO Max. It's going to be called HBO Max again sometime
good.
this summer.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Morris the Alligator. You know Morris the Alligator.
Do I?
Well, R.I.P. to Morris the Alligator. He's
Oh.
dead.
He's
80
dead.
years old, this alligator. He appeared in numerous TV shows and films over 3 decades, most notably the 1996 Adam Sandler comedy Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
that was, I don't
remember.
I watched some Adam Sandler movies. I mean, they're all kind of just the same, really, to me.
I'm not a huge Adam Sandler fan, but
yeah, if you're familiar with Happy Gilmore, the alligator in that movie,
is dead
at the age of 80. R.I.P. Morris.
Oh man,
the alligator. All I'm familiar with is Morris the cat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said Morris.
Yeah. Morris
and Mikey.
Trying to see if I've gotten any sort of messages. No. So there he is, calling in right now.
Oh, hey, it's coming from both directions.
Right when I talk about him. All right, let's go to the phone. We are live on Just Another Morning Show, and I believe I saw from the caller ID, it's Mr. Jared Benson. Come on in, Jared. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, Steve. How are you?
Am I catching you off guard? We are live and in living color. So we got Jared. Jared, it sounds like you're on the road. Are you making your way to Sigourney?
I am. I'm on the interstate now in my truck. Hands-free, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course you're driving safe. So for people not familiar with you, where are you coming to us from this morning?
I live in Fort Dodge right now, so I do most of my gigging around, like, north central Iowa. I'm starting to expand a little bit more, but yeah, Fort Dodge area is where I reside.
Awesome. Now, you're up there, and you're in that area where a bunch of Iowa country folks are from, Scott Kirkhart. I know Jesse Wilson is up there. Is it Clint Riedel up there as well?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I call it the honey hole of musicians.
Yeah.
It's a pretty special place.
Yeah. How long of a trip do you have today? Does it take a couple hours, 2.5?
2.5 to 3, depending on traffic, so not too bad.
Okay, so I'm going to bring your picture up here on the screen while we're talking. So you're making your debut. We have never met. We're going to meet for the first time in person later on today. But I've heard great things about you, kind of been following your career on social media. And we'll get some live original music from you later on today. But if people aren't familiar with your type of country music, I don't know, who are some of your inspirations as far as who you listen to?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say overall, kind of who I inspire to be or aspire would be like Chris Stapleton or Eric Church. Those are kind of my two top guys I really love. Awesome. Stapleton, when it comes to vocals, I mean, do your best to copy him. It's almost impossible, but yeah. Then the Eric Church songwriting is kind of what inspires my songs.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I know we're looking forward to you at Barnwired and Sigourney. Of course, it's the Iowa Music Showcase. We do it every Friday. We have a different Iowa artist, usually country artist, in each Friday from 11:30 to noon. So looking forward to meeting you and getting a lot more of your story and some original music. Now, if people want to get prepped for today to see you in person, do you have any music out there online or on Spotify and Apple?
Yeah, absolutely. Any streaming platform. My debut album just dropped in January, so it's available everywhere. I got my first 9 songs out, so go ahead and listen to it.
All right, so yeah, people are coming to the show or plan on watching here on Steve Shetler Media. Look up Jared Benson wherever you get music and get ready for it. So, well, Jared, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you drive safe. Don't want to distract you anymore, but appreciate you calling in this morning, and we'll see you here in a few hours at Barnwired in Sigourney.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve.
All right, that is Jared Benson, and we thank him for calling in today. Again, Jared going to be our guest on today's Iowa Music Showcase from 11:30 to around noon at Barnwired in Sigourney. Make sure you tune in for that. While we're talking about Barnwired, we'll also put in a plug for tomorrow's sports section, which is live at Barnwired starting at 8 a.m., 119 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Both of these shows, you can come watch the shows live and in person, get some coffee, get some drinks. Of course, tomorrow morning, you can get the morning started with some breakfast at Barnwired. Tomorrow for sports, we will have some of the North Mahaska girls golfers, and then we'll also have Alan Sellers is going to... I talked to Alan into coming on with some of the Sigourney Junior High track athletes that he's been coaching
my.
this spring.
Is he going to bring his whole entourage?
I hope not all of them.
I mean,
they've got 2 full teams, and they've been really, really good this spring.
Awesome.
So I thought they deserved some spotlight.
Definitely.
So we'll have that tomorrow morning at Barn Wired. So tune in for that. All right, we are doing just another morning show here on Steve Shetler Media. Steve and Neil hanging out with you. We've got our in-studio guest, Adam Whitehead, coming up here momentarily. But first, before we do that, let's put Neil in his running shoes again. Neil, get over there to the weather lab here in the studios and tell us what our forecast is. Maybe people are just waking up, tuning in. What's the weather for today?
Windy. That's about the easiest way to say it. Breezy for the next few days. A few showers possible today, 20% chance. Otherwise, sunny skies, 80 for an afternoon high. Tonight, a few more showers, maybe. Mostly cloudy, a low around 49. When I say windy, like 25 to 30 mile per hour winds is what they're talking, gusting up to 45 throughout the day and evening. To me, that's windy.
It is windy.
It's windier than I want. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high near 71, 45 and clear skies tomorrow night, and sunshine and 74 on your Sunday.
All right, your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Let's hear from some of our sponsors. We'll get settled in here with Adam Whitehead. We'll have Adam on next.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house. From lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson Street, Sigourney, is a locally owned specialty ice cream shop, which also serves sandwiches and appetizer-style foods. Try one of their many delicious Savage Swirls, a Tenderloin, a Savage Right, salads, nachos, sides, and drinks. It's all at Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson, Sigourney. Follow them on Facebook and find the link to order online. And be sure to try the Steve Shetler Media Flavor of the Week at Walker Drive-Thru. Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Just another morning show. That includes Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headliner. And, of course, we do thank Osky Dental for sponsoring our studios. We are live and local, and we are in the Osky Dental Studios right above Barn Wired here in Sigourney. Beautiful day here in Sigourney. A little bit cooler than it has been the last few days. And
it doesn't feel quite like a sauna in here.
Yeah, it's just sauna-esque.
Yeah,
this morning. We've been complaining. We've been big babies, Adam. Pull that microphone right on up close to you so we can hear you good.
Boom.
But we welcome in Adam Whitehead. Adam, of course, known as being an Iowa country singer.
Yep.
And you're also putting out a new venture. But
Yes.
Adam, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good.
Yeah. You're kind of settling into the new studio. This is your first
Yes.
time here, and
I was gonna say it like we were talking about earlier. You decorated this perfectly. You guys did great. Got Hawkeyes everywhere. That's my vibe. So it looks great.
If people don't really get to see, obviously they don't get to see the full studio, but yeah, a lot of Hawkeye stuff up on the walls. I've got I sponsored a race car last year. I am again this year, and that's what the metal sign is. Up above Neil, you can't see it on the screen, but up above Neil, there's a piece of the race car from last year's car that had my logo on
My
it.
vision at one time was to do like just a real quick video of a tour of the studio.
Yeah, oh, sure.
To show people, but we've never cleaned it up good enough since. So we'll get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're live up above Barn Wired here in Sigourney in the Osky Dental Studios. But Adam, what have you been up to? Of course, last few years you've been one of the busiest guys on the Iowa country music scene.
Yep.
So what's up?
You know, I was used to putting in 3, 4, 5 shows a week on the country scene, and I decided to take some time off.
Okay.
I think some more extended time off so that I can get back into the recording and going to radio process.
Right.
Getting back on that that 1-lane road.
Yeah.
We're starting up a new food truck or food trailer rather.
Yes.
And we'll have 2 locations. So
Oh, really?
one is going to be in Ottumwa, one is going to be in Pella. It's called Dr. Spud's.
Dr. Spud's.
Yes, Dr. Spud's. So take a jacket potato. It's going to be smoked, the thick skin. Yep. And you can put smoked brisket, pulled pork. Chili. I think we got a bunch of different options that you can put on it, and it's unique, it's different, and
it is.
The best thing is it tastes good. So that's kind of where we're at.
So what is the difference? Tell me the difference between a food truck. You said a food trailer.
Food trailer. Yep. It's not much difference. One is. One has an engine, one doesn't. So
you're pulling yours.
Mine, yeah, exactly. So I'm putting my truck to use, and not much of a difference, but
okay.
But
just kind of a bigger than a truck, or
it's about the size of a truck.
Okay.
I'd say about 12 foot long.
Okay.
So we had Mike Lanfear from Oskaloosa do all the work on that, and he did a great job. Have an awning style window that pops out. We have gonna have our logo on the side, menu on the side.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
I can't wait.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that he could take something from polish it up to a diamond in the rough like that. Right. So I'm giving Mike Lanfear the plug today.
All right.
So yes, yeah.
Very cool. So what? All right. So I got a bunch of different things that are running through my head right now.
Yep.
So were you, as far as like the country music? Now, as I mentioned, your schedule was nonstop.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Was there a little bit of burnout? Were you just needing some downtime just to chill out?
There were a couple different factors. I had done that for 5 years, just going on the road. It didn't matter. Most of it was in Iowa. We had made it down to Texas, Tennessee, all that kind of stuff, but predominantly in Iowa. And I think, I don't know if I would really say burnt out, but it was one of those things where I just needed to take a step back and kind of figure out how to get back on the path that I initially wanted. And the path that I wanted was, record new songs, send them to radio, run some charts, just try to get it out there that way. Yeah. FM has always been, kind of one of my passions to get on, and that was one of my I guess things that I wanted to do. And now it's kind of focused on, hey, I want to do not covers. I want to do my own music, and get that out there. Hopefully, some more different online radio stations and other Spotify
that'd be pretty handy.
Spotify, Apple, Apple Music has been one of our big ones.
Yeah.
So,
talk about your numbers on there.
So this past week, out of nowhere, we had our When Did I Get Old drop. Well, it didn't drop. It re-entered the charts on the top 200, and I was just kind of sitting trying to find some new music, and I'm like, how are we 108? And I hadn't checked my TikTok for a while, so I jumped on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, we've almost got another 75 videos.
Nice.
And that was in the last week.
Okay.
Really?
And that kind of helped push it out there, and one of the things that a goal that we had, and I don't know how we got there, but it it happened. So pretty excited for that. So initially we dropped at number 1 in September on the blues chart, which was a feat in itself. You know, that's
having a number 1 anywhere.
Yeah.
Is cool, but having it on that type of a chart is very, very cool.
Yeah, and it was very surreal, you know, because you work for something. So I didn't hire any promoter to do that, and I haven't done that lately at all. But
all your great experiences with promoters.
My
in the past.
Goodness, yes, that's a whole nother TV show or a whole nother show.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
we could tell some stories from one of the guys that Adam hired, but we won't.
Yeah.
But no. So though that it's incredible that you've had the success on the iTunes charts and stuff like that.
Yep.
And of course, you put some stuff out to radio, and you did have some success. You know, getting some nationwide airplay too.
Yeah. We had the Way Whitley done it. That was our highest charting one. It's one I just wrote, and I guess I read a lot of my stuff in my living room. But that one talked about just the music industry in general.
Yep.
Another one, the one that really kind of got us boosted on online, I'd say would be Single Mom.
Yep.
And that was thanks to you. I really appreciate the push that you gave me on that.
Yeah,
and,
you're welcome.
That just that set the tone, and from there, we did a lot of cool things, and it was having that foundation in a way was it helps out. You build on that, and you pick a direction, try to go for it. You might end up in a different direction or a different road, but it's without a label. It's one of those things where you have to decide where you're going to go with it, and hope and pray that direction is the right direction.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Now, one of my regrets from my former job was you brought in that really cool framed poster to me the one time with, if you remember that or not, with some of your iTunes stuff numbers on. I left that behind.
I can get
I
you
didn't know
another
if
one.
I should take it or not.
I can get you another one.
That would have been cool to have.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one.
That was looking at. I have one of those up in my living room too. We gave a couple of those out, and it's fun to look at.
Yeah,
good memories.
Yeah. Again, we're talking with Adam Whitehead now. Of course, you grew up in the New Sharon Pella area, right?
Yep,
okay.
Sure did.
And where you're living down by Ottumwa now?
By Ottumwa, outside of Ottumwa, yeah. It was a goal for us to be able to buy our own house.
Yep.
And I think oftentimes that's a goal that everybody has, and we worked. Shayna worked so hard just to be able to help get us in a position to be able to do that, and she was kind of the bones, on that process.
The backbone.
Yeah. She did. I don't know how she did it, but she made it happen for us. And living outside of Ottumwa, kind of have a nice little space out there, and it's a blessing to be able to be out there.
Yeah,
cool. So
you're a husband, you're a dad. You got lots of stuff going on there, and I'm sure it is very good to step back from the busy schedule.
It is.
Just enjoy life for a little bit. But of course, as we mentioned, things are gearing back up. You've got this Dr. Spud's gourmet potatoes.
Yes.
We'll bring up the menu here in a minute. But are you going to like different events? How does the food truck, food trailer business work? Do you schedule places to be? How give us the details?
So that's a really good question, and I'm still kind of learning as we go. I know that I can be in a certain town, 3 days a week. So we might do, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Ottumwa, and then find some events to be at. Might even pick another town like potentially Sigourney to come to for a day or two.
I mean, we bring in food trucks all the time. So.
Yeah, and we're wanting to be able to do that, and I think that's going to be on the schedule just to get around different towns and get us out there a little bit and utilize social media and get us in a position to grow. So
so let's bring up the menu. Let's talk about what you're offering here. We got the prices, the menu there. So I'll let you just talk through it.
We want the meals. we want your food to be equal to or less than a value meal from a fast food joint.
Okay.
And a lot of the stuff, as you can see on there, from this smoked brisket and pork to the mac and cheese, that's all homemade. It's going to be smoked on a traditional style smoker, and it's even the potatoes are going to be done on a smoker. So
that's interesting. Yeah, I've never had a smoked potato.
Oh, it's so good.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So good. But yeah, just a regular starting out with if you just go with a tater with say butter and sour cream, you're talking $8. Drinks $2. That's $10 right there, and you get very generous sized portions.
Okay.
You can get, as you see on there, you got some freebies you can put on there and really doctor it up. On top of that, we're getting into the pastries a little bit. I'm going to jump down there and talk about
I'm trying to read those.
Zuda bagel.
Who?
Zuda bagel.
Okay. Bagel.
Yes.
Zuda bagel.
That's a Netherlands. It's a bagel knot.
Okay.
And it has maple bacon frosting.
Oh.
So good. So good.
How's the next one pronounced?
I might have to get out Google for this one.
Because I'm trying to, in my head, go
Zimschnike.
Oh.
Is that?
That looks close.
I could be
probably
wrong.
required that you have to talk with an accent.
Zimschnike.
Yeah.
Zimschnike. Bagel, and then also a Zimschnike.
Yes, and that's a German word for cinnamon roll. So they're Shayna does these cinnamon rolls. They're just outstanding. They're
cool.
Like two of my fists put together, and it's well worth it. I'm probably going to eat half of them before the day even starts, but no, it's as you guys can see out there, it's
well, it's simple. I like that about it.
Simple.
And honestly, so we like to go to food trucks, and because honestly, sometimes the best food is from the food trucks.
Absolutely.
It doesn't make sense, but it is.
Yep.
And that menu, especially when you walk up to one, especially if there's a lot of people around, and you're trying to read through everything, a simple menu like that is so nice to just be able to look up. Yep, I want that, and yes, that.
I appreciate that. That's exactly.
That's really cool. But my biggest question through all this: why the potato?
We had seen a couple different things on Facebook and TikTok of folks that were doing it down south. And there was this one company in particular that was, it's either Ireland or England or something, but they had utilized TikTok and they grew it up. Well, I'm sitting there looking at 40 videos thinking, I kind of want one. And, I'm not going to be able to hightail it over to England, but, we decided, hey, let's experiment with this. And it turned out, surprisingly, I'm a food guy, obviously. It turned out just amazing. It tastes so good. And I told Shayna, we have to do this. We have to do this.
That's cool.
There's nothing like that around. So, yeah.
Now, I've known you for a few years now. I never knew you to be like a guy in the kitchen to make stuff.
So I initially started out in the workforce at Pella Windows and Doors. I was on the phones, and I went over to NA Quoting, and after that I had jumped into the whole Jimmy John's picture for a little bit.
Oh,
okay.
And Jimmy John's taught me a lot of good things.
Okay.
And keeping on to those, in the back of my mind, still having the processes and procedures and just what helps grow a business.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just a restaurant, but, maybe utilizing guerrilla marketing and stuff like that, which we will be doing. We'll be doing some sampling. All of that kind of gives you a good direction to be on and a good path to be on. And that's what we decided to jump on and keep going.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Now, as far as social media, I saw you do have a Facebook page.
Yep, and eventually Dr. Spuds is the Facebook page. You'll see our logo, the white one with the little Spud guy up there. We are going to have an Instagram. We are going to have a TikTok. So, yeah, it's
Cool.
those are all going to be up and running prior to the opening day. So, yes.
So go follow the page. Do you have an opening day? Do you have a place where you're going to be set up?
We don't have a date set yet. However, once we finish the inspection, which they just reached out yesterday, so it'll be here in a week or two. The day after the inspection, it'll be posted on Facebook, and we'll do a soft opening. So, yeah.
So I got one more question. You said you had to try this after seeing these potatoes made. How many times or different potatoes or different recipes or whatever, how much work did it take to get to where you are now? This is the recipe. This is how we're doing it.
Not much.
Really?
Not much. So people don't realize that a lot of the things, condiments that you have around your house, you can do. If you have some aluminum foil, some olive oil, cracked salt and pepper, you can almost do the same thing at your house if you got a smoker.
You don't want to tell people that.
Oh, it's family secret. No, but it's super easy to dip
Ancient
that potato.
Chinese secret.
Yeah,
but I love a baked potato and tried to doctor it up, with chili. That's the biggest I've ever went with.
Really?
Otherwise, you do broccoli or whatever. But I've never even thought about brisket and
so good.
That's a perfect.
So good.
Perfect marriage there.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I like potatoes, but I think I'm most interested in the cinnamon rolls.
I'm telling you, they are
I want
killer.
the Zimtschnecki.
Yep. Watch somebody from Germany comes and says it the right way after 3 years.
So, again, we're chatting with Adam Whitehead, Iowa country singer, and now Dr. Spud's owner. Now, is Dr. Spud's... we should ask, just to clarify, is it a franchise or is just this an individual business?
This is an individual business. Okay. I'm crossing my fingers we'll be able to open up more.
Okay, cool.
And that being said, we have our eye on Marshalltown, Ames, and then Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
Hopefully, you never know how business is going to go. You just never know. So, hopefully, we can keep an upward trend and make it happen. So,
I think it's really cool that you go from singing great music to being a doctor.
The good doctor.
He made that look easy.
That's right. That's right.
I'm a doctor of potatoes.
Yeah. I love the name. Was that just a simple name that you just came up with, or
there were a couple that we wrote down, and I'm thinking, this one is simple and people kind of put together. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, anything else you want to add?
You know what? I just hope people come out and test everything out. We're gonna be all around the community, try to get involved. In different events around the area, and they'll definitely be seeing our logo for a year or two at least. So,
cool.
Yes.
Well, best of luck with Dr. Spud's.
Thank
you. Let's put that menu back up there. Check out the menu. Follow the page on Facebook and on the social media, Dr. Spud's Gourmet Potatoes. Of course, so we'll be keeping an eye on your music as well.
Yes.
I'll reach out and we'll get you back in for the Iowa Music Showcase.
Perfect.
Probably later this fall. So
thank you
I'm booked up basically through the end of August right now. But
that's good.
Of course, you're always on my speed dial in case I need somebody.
I'm always here for you.
Yeah, we actually had an artist booked here. I don't know. It's been a couple months ago, probably.
Sure.
Yeah, it was at the beginning of March, I remember. The artist couldn't make it in because he was a little bit sick. I reached out to Adam to come in the day before. I was like, Adam, I need somebody. Can you help me out? Adam's like, yeah, sure, I'll come up. Well, then that's when I got sick.
Yeah.
And we had to cancel that. We just canceled the whole thing. So, but
I can see a collaboration happening here.
Absolutely.
So if you can't make it onto the showcase, you get that food trailer ready. We'll just have to do a party in the park.
Heck yeah.
I like that thought process. Absolutely.
Again, Adam Whitehead, make sure you follow him on his music outlets and now with Dr. Spud's. And Adam, sit tight. We'll get a picture of you before you get out of here. Let's take a commercial break, though. Adam, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming up and being on the show today.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
And more with Just Another Morning Show coming up. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Rocket's Glare Rosé from Tassel Ridge Winery is a refreshing sweet rosé wine with cherry on the nose, bright red cherries on the palate, and green apple on the finish. Rocket's Glare Rosé is a great sipping wine, or it complements your favorite spicy foods. It's best when served well chilled. Rocket's Glare Rosé is available at Tassel Ridge Winery and at some of our more than 350 retailers in Iowa. If you don't see Rocket's Glare Rosé at your favorite store, ask the manager to get it for you.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Brothers Market, our headliner. Osky Dental, our studio sponsor. And we thank Adam once again with Adam Whitehead, Dr. Spuds, hanging out with us. Dr. Spuds.
They call me Dr. Spud. They call me Dr. Spud. I like it.
Dr. Spuds. That'd be a cool T-shirt, his
would.
logo. Dr. Spuds. We need to have
I'm
some.
pumped.
Yeah.
I love baked potatoes, so.
We need to have a baked potato. Do the twist.
There you go.
Good to see Adam. Hadn't seen him in a little while. All right, it's 8:33. Yeah, we're going to run out of time here before we get much further.
Go fast.
Yes. Back to some things you need to know. We're gonna get through that stuff.
Okay.
We were talking yesterday, I believe, about the Ukraine and Russia having some talks. Well, we were talking about Vladimir Putin, whether he's going to be there or not. He wasn't there, so Ukraine's Zelensky basically left. He went back home. He was like, if Putin's not here, I'm not going to be here either.
What was the point of that?
Don't know. Waste of time. So no peace, no ceasefire there yet between Ukraine and Russia.
I could have seen that coming.
Candy bars. We did our candy bar tournament last. Oh, we should have asked Adam, gotten his opinion on things. Forgot. Anyway, candy bar. New to the candy bar aisle. Marshmallow Butterfinger. I'm trying to envision this.
I don't know if I'd even want to try that.
I'd try it.
I'll tell you what, I'll go buy a Butterfinger today. I've got some marshmallow fluff at home, and I'll just dip it in it and just try it and let you know.
Okay.
And I don't think that's a good mix. I don't know.
It could be.
It very well could be. The way they do it, it'll be amazing.
Yeah. Chris Brown, I think he had a birthday recently. We were talking how he was in legal trouble.
All them hits.
He's in more legal trouble again. Arrested Thursday at a 5-star hotel in England for allegedly, smashing a tequila bottle over a music producer's head.
Wow.
I would think that a tequila bottle would be pretty thick.
Yeah.
I mean, that would if he actually smashed the bottle, I mean, that would have been quite the blow to the head.
I wonder if that dude still produces for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man. Yeah. I wonder if they're still friends.
Yeah.
Actor Joe Don Baker. You ever heard of him?
Joe Don Baker.
Oh, Joe Don.
Joe Don
Baker. He died last week, age of 89. He dead.
Oh.
He was in the original Walking Tall, and then also some James Bond movies. I think he's one of those guys where you have to see him.
What is his name?
Joe Don Baker.
Okay.
Maybe if you saw him, you might know him. But older movies.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
89 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
Joe Don Baker. R.I.P. to Joe Don.
See you, JoJo.
Joe Don. Joe Donnie. Joey Donnie, as his friends called him.
Joey Donnie.
Americans seem to be going to Spain. I mean, if you don't like it, leave it. Purchases of villas. Villas?
Oh, villas.
Bob Vila.
It's Villa.
Bob Vila's Villa.
Right.
That should be a show.
Believe me, if anybody thought about it, Bob Vila probably already did.
And by the way, I'm trying to detract people from the fact that I said
I didn't
Vila.
even. I was already past
Bob
this.
Vila's Villa.
What
Anyway,
what did you say at first?
Shut up.
Yes.
I make fun of you. You don't
I
make fun of
know.
me.
I know.
That's the deal.
So the
here.
rarity of me ever getting one, I have to take it. Villa.
Anyway, people are buying those villas. U.S. citizenship rose by 57% in 1 year.
Wow.
So evidently people are moving to Spain. Yeah.
Bob
is what we
Vila
say.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Bob Villa. Long-distance swimmer Louis Pugh?
Oh.
P-U. Yeah, P-U.
Like up here most mornings.
P-U-G-H. I'm assuming you say it Pew. Is going to attempt to swim around Martha's Vineyard this week, where Jaws was filmed 50 years ago.
No way.
Starting yesterday, he's going to swim 3 to 4 hours a day, then come out and rest, and then resume in the same spot where he got out the next day. He's estimating it could take 12 days. Now, that sounds... I mean, that is a good feat.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, there's been other... I know a guy personally, Jim Dreyer.
Yeah?
He's called the Shark.
You know him?
I personally
And
know
he's
Jim.
swam more than that?
He has swam... I don't know if he's swam longer than that or further than that, but he gets in. He does these like marathon swims, and he goes until he's done. I mean, he doesn't stop. It's like he's in the water for like, I don't know, a couple days.
Whoa, my. I can't make it across the Sigourney pool.
And then he starts getting all like, am I seeing things?
Oh, I'm sure.
And he gets to that point. So, yeah, look up Jim Dreyer. He's called the Shark.
Jim
He's out, I
Dreyer.
think, Michigan. When I was in a Christian rock band here, it's been a few years ago now, but we did some gigs with him where he was the guest speaker. And, Jim Dreyer, D-R-E-Y-E-R.
Swimmer. Yep. He just popped up.
Yep.
Jim Dreyer.
He does marathon swims every once in a while. So
The
crazy.
Shark.
There's also that Netflix movie on a woman swimmer.
Yeah?
That we watched. I think Jodie Foster's in it. She's not the swimmer. She's like the gay partner of the swimmer.
The what?
The gay partner.
Oh.
Of the swimmer.
Huh.
I think that's what they were.
That's
I don't know.
cool.
I could have that wrong.
Huh.
But anywho. Finally, one more thing. In things you need to know, Brad Pitt filming a movie in New Zealand. And evidently he visited a McDonald's drive-thru in Auckland, New Zealand.
Brad Pitt went through McDonald's drive-thru. He's just a normal person like us.
He's just a normal, everyday, average guy. Mother blank. Easter Sunday, he was at McDonald's.
Oh.
Nothing says Easter.
Poor Brad.
His family ditched him.
Yeah. All 5
What's her name?
exes and 27 kids probably. And Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie, all the kids that they adopted, and she's got big lips.
She does. Anyway, what about Brad?
He was alone on Easter eating at McDonald's in New Zealand.
Huh,
that tells you where Brad Pitt is these days. And he filmed a video for a young fan. McDonald's thanking him by giving away a free quarter pounder to anyone named Brad through this Sunday. So, I mean, if you want your free quarter pounder, get on a plane, go to Australia.
Right.
And get if your name is Brad.
Wonder how common.
How what?
How common is the name Brad in New Zealand?
Oh my.
You know.
Hello, mate. Let me get in Australia mode. I got to say hello, mate, to get there. Hello, mate. My name is Brad. I'd like my quarter pounder, please.
The name Brad in New Zealand. I'm just curious.
All right.
You think Google could even figure that one out?
No.
It's a recognizable and common name worldwide, including New Zealand.
Oh, well, good.
It's often... Well, yeah, I know that, morons. Yes, I know it's a shortened version of Bradley. Stupid Google. Durr!
I'm going to the impossible.
Do it.
Today, you keep arguing over there.
Google, you tick me off sometimes.
Question. Impossible question. The great magician. Did I say that right? Did you make fun of anything over there?
Oh, don't even. It's 10 times a day I get made fun of, and I roll with it. And the one time I get to pull you and put you out on a pedestal, you're like, no. That's the dynamics of this right here.
The great magician, Harry Houdini.
Yeah.
Died on what holiday?
Huh?
This is the impossible question.
I don't know.
Harry Houdini died. He died on a doll day.
Hey, what?
He magician.
Hey, Amber, did you read that one?
Harry Houdini died on what holiday? That's your impossible
Okay.
question. Let's go to the comments. Bubby, Sandy, Amber, Dixie, Pat, Nancy, Jackie, Stacy, Amber. Drew, our country friend Drew
seen that.
Fry in the comments. I love these guys.
That's not how. No.
Eloise, Amber. Are those all the comments? Not a ton
believe.
of comments today. So Harry Houdini died on what holiday? What's your guess?
Okay, so I'm going to go with either New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Washington's birthday, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Halloween.
Why is Halloween listed last?
I have no idea. Because
Either
Juneteenth took over its spot, apparently.
Christmas or New Year's?
I'm going to... Thanksgiving.
Halloween.
Dang it. Dang it, the
There's
last one I
Halloween.
said.
Halloween.
Well, that wasn't a great, interesting...
He could escape all those things, but he couldn't escape death.
He probably... I wonder if he died doing a magic trick.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a magician, the way to go out is like getting handcuffed in a tank of water.
Yeah.
Drown to death.
Drown to death like a... Yeah.
Like a...
Oh, my gosh.
How did he die?
Appendicitis.
Oh, I hate it when appendicitis happens.
He didn't even die doing anything cool?
Nope. We're so far behind. We haven't even done community calendar and
We'll do
birthdays.
that.
We better get into that.
Certain things to do.
We have a certain standard to live by.
Yeah.
Enchanted Events sponsors our community calendar. Book your event with them. Get a hold of Mel B, Chelsea, weddings, graduations, reunions, whatever you got. Book it, Dano, at Enchanted Events. What is coming up this weekend? We've got Kenny Falls Saturday,
not falling, just
tomorrow,
looks like it.
from 8 to 11. No cover charge at the Keswick Tavern. So looking for a little entertainment tomorrow night. Check it out. Kenny Falls at the Keswick Tavern. No cover charge. Also on the community calendar, we've got the New Sharon Spring Festival coming up. That'll be June 6th through the 8th. A weekend full of fun, family, and community. I think we're going to be doing something with some of the Queen contestants for the New Sharon Spring Festival.
We're going to have Queen contestants in here?
I think.
Shut your mouth.
Might have to go to New Sharon to get one video, but
I'm there.
I am talking to kind of bring them in like over a few days where we have like 2 or 3 in at a time. I think they have like 8 contestants, so... and then also on the community calendar, we talked with Austin Bayless earlier, Mall Madness 3. It's like WrestleMania 3.
Oh.
WrestleMania 3 was in Detroit at the Pontiac Silverdome. They had 90,000 people in attendance. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Tomorrow night, it's something on the same level.
Same level.
Mall Madness 3.
Wow.
Rory Fox going to be there. Jared Thumb. Got the ladies match. We got the tag team match. Got some titles on the line.
That
We've
chick
got
up front looks scary.
She got that makeup on.
Man, she'd tear you to pieces.
She's looking at you, just saying, "Rrr."
Dirty.
Saturday, tomorrow night. I'll be ring announcing. Be there. It'll be fun. And then also on the calendar, just a reminder, tonight is Friday night tune-up. A little FNT Dynamite. Tuesday night tune-up, Friday edition tonight. Safecraft Gear host talking to the crew from Redneck.
Redneck.
So tune in for that. Let's do some birthdays, Neil.
Excuse me.
You want to do some birthdays?
Yes.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
What is today? The 16th?
Happy birthday. A lot of birthdays. Wow.
Are there? Oh, good night. Yeah. Let me get ready. Woo. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hometown Real Estate bringing you your celebrity and hometown birthdays. Nikki
Love
Leathers,
it.
the owner, realtor, broker. She does everything and more. 641-295-4142. Give her a call. Boy,
Holla.
you ain't kidding. We better get right into it. Hometown side, I was just checking. I don't have any extras to add. So, happy birthday to Ted Stockton. Also,
He's a country singer.
Okay.
He hasn't been all that active here recently, but he's from Ottumwa.
Oh,
Excuse
really?
me. Ted Stockton.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Okay. Also today, Kyle Arduzer. Happy birthday to you, Kyle. And that looks
He's
like
a Michigan fan.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We
if you don't
do
know
hold that against him.
I was going to say, if you don't know Kyle, he's the dude that is always around Sigourney. You know he's a Michigan fan.
Yeah.
He wears it proud. Hey, now, come on. Everybody's free to like who they like, you know. It's too bad they're a sucky team. Yeah. I don't know sports, Kyle. Don't hold it against me. Tomorrow, celebrating birthday, Michael Hernandez. Happy birthday to
He's my neighbor.
I know. You're like, I'm excited. He's my neighbor. I'm going to go give him a happy birthday hug. And that's, wow, the rest of them are all Sunday. Happy birthday, Carrie Berg. Happy birthday, John Griffiths. Happy birthday, Darren Besco.
Darren Besco.
No way.
Blast from the past.
How age-wise, are you guys close, or was he?
So I'll be 53 this summer. He'd probably be 56.
Okay, I didn't know how much older. Okay,
I'm guessing. That's a guess.
Darren Besco, and boy, I can't remember. If we're going off track, but I can't remember his brother's name. Anyway,
well, Shannon was in my grade.
Okay, was she?
Yeah.
All right. Happy birthday, Darren. Luke House also on Sunday. Sarah Putman. And Levi Bontrager. Bontrager. Oh, he cannot come out in the daylight.
I will take a cinnamon roll schnitzel chuchel. Whatever they were called.
Happy birthday to you guys. And but now to the important people, because they're celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
So I don't know if this is today or over the weekend, but Danny Trejo. Is it just Trejo?
I don't know. Is it Villa or Villa?
Oh, come on. That one was too hard not to pass up, dude. Villa. Like,
Danny Trejo.
Trejo, 81. He's the dude, if you don't know him by name.
Scarred face.
He's been in he's always the bad dude in most movies. Pierce Brosnan. What?
He was just on, I'm rewatching Breaking Bad for like the umpteenth time.
He was on?
Danny Trejo was on for an episode or two. And
Really?
he's part of the cartel. His head ends up on a turtle that then explodes. Do you remember that episode?
I do not remember that.
Like they're watching, all the DEA guys are on the hill watching with binoculars, and they see this big tortoise going across the desert. And then they look closer, and there's Danny Trejo's head on top of the tortoise. And then they go down to check it out, and then it all explodes. Don't mess with the cartel.
That's how I want to go. My head blowing up on a tortoise. Happy birthday, Danny. Glad to hear you're still alive. Pierce Bronson, 72 years old. Jack Morris, baseball star. He's 70. He was a big-timer pitcher. And
he was a pitcher.
Yeah, I know he was.
Who'd he play for?
Oh, he
Twins.
played Cubs. What? Twins?
Tigers. Twins and Tigers, I think.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, same difference to me. Deborah Winger is 70. Why does that name sound familiar? Actress Deborah Winger. I don't know.
She was in stuff.
She was in stuff.
Movies and things.
Actor-comedian Kevin McDonald is 64.
Not to be confused with Kevin McDonald, the weather guy that makes noise. Because his name is Kevin McDonald.
True. Oh,
no,
yeah.
Frankie McDonald.
Oh, yeah, thank
All
goodness.
right,
Whew.
bad.
Thank goodness. Kevin McDonald, I got to look him up because I can't remember who that is for some
Saturday
reason.
Night Live guy.
Okay.
Tall.
Tall?
Kind of dark hair. Not much to look at, really.
Okay. Not much to look at.
Oh, well, he was one of the Hans and Franz guys.
Oh.
He was the taller one.
Oh, gotcha.
If I remember
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Hopefully I'm remembering
I think
right.
Yep. Christ. I can never say his name. Christ.
Christ.
Novoselic. He was the dude that nobody cared about in Nirvana.
Think how much money he made from being the no-name bass player.
Oh, yeah. And seriously, he hasn't really done anything since.
No.
Really.
If he used his money smart.
Oh, yeah, he's set.
He's set for life.
He probably spent it on weed. Singer Janet Jackson is 59. Actress Tori Spelling, 52. Oh, Tori. Daughter of what was her dad's name that actually created 90210.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only reason she was on the show. Have you seen her lately?
Don't care.
Yeesh.
I don't care. She's only 39.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox is only 39? Wow. Happy birthday, Megan. Hometown Real Estate brings this birthday to you.
Sounded like there was some extra love in there for Megan Fox.
I love Megan Fox. she's
for her brains. For her brains.
Yeah, she's
and
really good typer.
Acting ability.
Her typing words per minute are crazy. Happy birthday to everybody, celebrity and hometown.
Take a look at our pet of the week, weekly pet. I don't want to get a cease and desist. We'll call it a weekly pet from the Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa, sponsored by Fairy Dog Grooming Salon. That's old Casper.
Casper
the cat.
No.
Casper's a good key. So check out Casper, all the cats and dogs at the Heartland Humane Society. Casper needs a new home. And he's just waiting for somebody to just come love him. Just love on him. Yes, he sounds just like that.
I like it when they get all mad. Like, and they're like, dude, are you having a bowel movement? What's going on?
We've got 8 minutes left on this show.
Well, good.
How should
We got
we
time
use
for
these
something.
8 minutes? Should we do one weird news story?
Let's do at least one.
There's so many weird news stories.
Are there a good
today.
one?
This is a good one. This is
Okay.
the one that I'm posting on Facebook later on today.
Okay.
Oh, so we got to hit the weird news sounder. Make it official.
That is weird.
A British man who fathered at least 180 children.
What? What?
Oh, you want me to start that one over? Huh? A British man who fathered at least 180 children through private sperm donations has been banned from further donations by the UK's fertility regulator. Is that a job? Somebody regulates the United Kingdom's fertility? The Human Fertilization and Embryology Authority.
Oof.
Hi, I'm with the Human Fertilization and Embryology Authority.
Man.
I'm here to tell you to quit donating your sperm, sir. Let's see here. They issued the order. Keep your sperm to yourself, sir. They issued the order after determining that the donor, who operated outside of licensed clinics. Sir, what are you doing right now? None of that, please. Whew. Potentially, it got hot in here all of a sudden.
Oh, keep going.
He potentially put families and children at risk. I mean, how many? You have 180 kids running around. They're bound to run into each other. And maybe...
And possibly, like, literally run into each other because they're probably all half stupid.
Yeah. Are you my brother? Officials raised concerns about the lack of medical screening, oversight, and the psychological impact on donor-conceived children who may unknowingly be related. Under UK law, licensed donors are typically limited to helping create up to 10 families to reduce the risk of accidental relations and ensure proper records. I mean, you don't want like a brother and sister.
No.
Little
They get
hanky-panky
3 legs
unknowingly.
and 2, yeah, it's weird.
The man had been using online platforms and private arrangements to connect with prospective parents. That's not easy to say. Prospective parents. The HFEA's action highlights growing concerns about unregulated sperm donation. You know, what have you been doing in your spare time? And its long-term implications for genetic safety and family transparency. So no more sperm from
my
you.
My only taking from that story was it sounds to me like not all of it was done the legal way and at facilities. So wouldn't that just make him, like a gigolo?
Just a gigolo.
I mean,
I'm in the parking lot. If you need some sperm, find me in the alley.
Wow.
Was that too much for you?
I don't know.
I was just singing songs.
Oh.
I'm a song singer. Songster.
I mean,
Some might call me a songster.
Why wouldn't you go through a facility, though? Don't they pay you?
I mean, he probably did it on the cheap.
He didn't care about the kids.
Give me $10 and a bag of meth. I'm good to go. I'll give you whatever you want.
I never thought about this all my life.
They just traded bags. They're like, here's
millions I lost.
Sperm bag and meth bag.
What? Sperm bag?
What? Was it in a Pringles container? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go to the files of law and disorder. Secondary school teacher in the UK has been permanently banned from the classroom. She was drunk.
She was talking to that guy in the alley.
Yeah. They got together.
Realized she was disciplining one of her 5 kids.
Yeah. Leslie Boucher, an English teacher, was reported by colleagues after displaying erratic behavior, including slurred speech and a lack of focus. She was drunk. Teaching kids. That's a no-no.
Well, yeah.
Can't do that. Let's go to the duh.
Duh.
Wow.
Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy has been terminated following an internal investigation that revealed he OD'd on fentanyl stolen from evidence. Again, this was a sheriff's deputy, stole some of the fentanyl, and how do you do fentanyl?
I don't know, but all I know
Smoke it?
is maybe smoke. I don't know. What I don't get is in his type of work, he knows the dangers that if it's not done just right, I mean, it doesn't take much to kill a person. So,
yeah, he needs to be smarter, but not to OD on the stuff that he steals.
Well, yeah.
I mean, just take enough to kind of get you there.
Right. Like,
not overdo
exactly.
it. Don't overdo it. Dude.
Yeah.
His name is just to make it public, Gabriel Morales. Shame on you, Gabe.
Wow.
Don't steal the drugs and do them. Bad boy. Naughty. He's a naughty boy.
I got fentanyl once there a year and a half ago or whatever when I was in the emergency room one night.
How'd that treat you?
Well, the three rounds of pain medicine they gave me didn't help or do anything. And the doctor says, well, we're going to have to give you a low dose of fentanyl. And I was like freaking out. Like, dude, I just watched a documentary and fentanyl's bad. It kills people. And like, I don't think I want that in me. Like, he goes, no, we're at a hospital. We know how to do it. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Just give me an aspirin, please.
Right? I'll tell you what. Pain gone. Dude. It's like, hello, nurse. And I was already saying that. So, man.
Should we do some good news?
Yeah.
Good news.
Good news brought to us by our friend Jay Dennis. I have to scroll down here quick on the screen that you guys can't see and try to find Jay Dennis. Jay, where are you? Where's your picture, Jay? There he is. Oh, handsome Jay. JJ. JD. Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance. Medicare made easy. Give him a holler. 319-471-3328. Thanks to Jay for good news. In good news, so we could tie this in with Osky Dental. A mobile dental clinic operating in Kansas is delivering critical oral health care to people who might otherwise go without, thanks to a dentist who brings treatment directly to
It's Frankie.
I guess they're testing the sirens. We're doing a show over here. Hey!
It's facing the other direction. We should be good now.
But it'll come back around, won't it? Oh, here it comes. There it is. Tornado warning. If there was one. Yeah. All right. It's on the other side. Anyway, there's a dentist in Kansas that's doing good things. Read about it.
Good news, baby.
Posted on Facebook.
The dentist doing good things. Steve and I joke about this on Fridays. What is going to happen when we really need that siren? And none of us will even pay attention because we're like, oh, it must be Friday. When it's like a Tuesday night at 10:30. But we'll be like, oh, it must be Friday morning.
Friday morning flashback. Yeah. Third time. We're good. We're good.
You know what would be better than that? Is just play the real one. I mean, if you're going to do a tornado warning.
What, Frankie?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one you got to do. Let's look at the weather one last time and get out of here.
Can we get a fourth one? Here it comes. It's coming back around. There we go. Yeah, let's do the forecast while we're getting the...
Yeah, this will freak people out. Hear the sirens?
Go ahead. It's on the screen.
Oh. I wasn't even paying attention.
Get over to the weather lab, Neil.
Yeah. Isolated showers today, 20% chance of those. Otherwise, 80 degrees, mostly sunny. Sirens are not real. Isolated showers tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 49. Breezy today and tonight. Breezy tomorrow, mostly sunny and 71. And 74 under sunshine on your Sunday.
Thanks, Neil.
And I did all that trying to hold in a burp.
Good job.
Wow, that was hard.
All right, there's 5 times.
Jeez. Maybe this one is real.
Clear blue skies, we're dead.
You don't know. You don't know.
Thanks to the Garden Gate for sponsoring our forecast. Thanks to Brothers Market for sponsoring this show. Sometimes I wonder how we keep them around. Them and Osky Dental.
Because I think Rick and Dan are...
I think they understand us.
Yeah, I think they get us, and they get the humor that we bring, along with all the informative news and
very informative.
Yes.
Sperm donors.
Jeez.
Drunk teachers.
Wow.
Fentanyl using
Vias over in Italy that you can buy and live in. Those are... Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. Well done.
That was great.
Wonderful.
That was great.
They work. It works.
Oh, I think the people in Moscow, Russia heard you. Moscow, Russia.
Well, thanks to Adam Whitehead for stopping in today.
Yeah.
He was a fun guest.
No
thanks to Austin Bayless for taking time to record that interview here a few days ago. So make sure you check out wrestling tomorrow night at the mall. Otherwise, come and be part of the live show. We're going to be hanging out here in a few hours at Barn Wired. Below us.
Probably inside.
We'll be
between
inside.
The breeze and heat.
We had stuff happen last week.
Boy.
We might be inside for the rest of time.
Yeah.
All time. We'll be inside. Jared Benson, we talked to him about an hour ago. He's on his way. 11:30 to noon for Iowa Music Showcase, and then tomorrow's sports section. Tune in, be there live in person, or listen in podcast form. As
Steve,
always. Neil,
enjoy your night tonight with Safe. Tell him I'm sorry and I miss him.
Yeah.
Tell him that I told you to say that I really don't miss him. Enjoy your weekend. Might see you. I don't know. I might see you tomorrow night at the wrestling event.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do some thinking on that.
we could be a tag team.
Oh,
tag team.
Back
in the
again.
house.
Max in the neck again. I don't know the words, so I make them up. But yeah, have a great weekend.
Hey, you too.
I'm going to try.
All right. Bye.